Hi everyone, this is Stephanie here asking you to hear me out. So today we're speaking with Charles, but before I get into that, I want to just give you guys a trigger warning. You know, you'll hear things that may set you off today. So me and along with my friends over at Aegis Health Group, we believe that in order to eliminate the stigma, we must talk about it. So we're all about creating positive and safe spaces for those going through the recovery journey, and that's what we're trying to do. So let's get started. Hi Charles, how are you?
Good, how are you, Stephanie?
Not too bad. Thank you for coming out today. It still looks like it's going to rain, so hopefully it doesn't rain on us. You have a special day coming up. Would you like to tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure. It's going to be my first year clean and sober on July 19th. It's the longest I've ever been clean so far, and yeah, it's only a few weeks away now, so I just want to talk about some things and promote it.
Well, way to go, man. The first year is always the hardest, so I'm really glad to see that you made it to this milestone. Keep going. So what led you to seek recovery in the first place?
I didn't like the way my life was going. I started losing friends, family members, you know, just isolated. It was a very dark place. I wanted to get out of here.
I get it. I understand life become unmanageable, right?
Yes.
So what did your recovery path look like? Like, how did you get into recovery?
Well, I started off by talking to my health and safety rep at work. I wanted to inquire about going on my own because I knew I needed help. And I didn't want to wait till I lost my job because, you know, I have a good job. And it took about 3 months after that. And yeah, I just inquired. I was supposed to get suspended 19 days at work. And I ended up getting nothing. So I said, I got to go no matter what.
Awesome. Well, at least it was a good push in the right direction. So what kind of programming did you use?
First I went to Brentwood, and then I messed up 4 times, and then I went to detox again, and then AA, NA, then I went to Westover, got my status back at Brentwood, and now I do all 3.
So you're using a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's good because
I also volunteer at the Humane Society.
Oh, that probably helps playing with the animals.
Yes.
I'm jelly.
Yeah.
So what does your life look like now that you're in recovery?
Now it's a total 180. You know, I came from living in a hotel to I just got my I signed a lease for a year on a new apartment in Old Walkerville. You know, I got my family back at work. I haven't missed a day of work in over 11 months.
Nice.
Yes, it's friends. You know, it all started with help. You know, help was the hardest, best word I did, you know.
It is. We never really realize how much we need to ask for that help, and sometimes asking for help makes us feel weaker, so it's a lot harder for us to do that. So I'm really glad that you were able to do that, because that takes a lot of strength and courage. Good job. Yeah. What was the hardest part of your recovery?
The emotional, I think, the emotional mental parts of it, right? Because especially with my family, you know, for 6 years I was distant. You know, in 6 years, I talked to my mom for 5 minutes a year. My birthday, her birthday, and Christmas, and that was it. And when I was in my addiction, my family came second, you know, and with recovery, they're still second, right? Because without recovery, I won't have them. But they're still understanding that I need to go to my meetings. I need to go have fellowship, and I have time for them, but I just really need to focus on myself. And just for them understanding that for all the pain and drama before, but just them knowing that I'm safe and leading a good life is good enough. It really feels great.
Awesome. So it sounds like it's a lot better than previous life.
Yes, a lot.
What were some barriers that you encountered when you were seeking help? Did you ever run into any roadblocks where you just didn't know if you were going to make it through, or you were going to get to this program, or they told you that you weren't allowed in a certain program?
Yes, right from the start this time. I couldn't go back to Brentwood because I chose to leave. So after detox, I couldn't go to Brentwood, and that's all I knew at that time. So I sought help through AA and NA, and then Westover. You know, and I wasn't taking no for an answer this time. You know, because when I wanted my drugs and my using, I would go to any lengths to get it, and that's what I'm doing for my recovery.
Awesome. So it sounds like you got your path set out pretty good. You know where you're going. You're mapped out pretty good.
Yeah, so far so good.
So addiction is something that affects us for life. How do you navigate that now? Like, what are some things you do to kind of alleviate those triggers?
Accepting myself for who I am, right? I think I've been searching for a long time to find out who I was, my purpose, and I accept I'm going to be an alcoholic and addict for the rest of my life, even without the drugs, right? It's the way I think. And with Aegis, with the medication, even the addiction, the disease will talk to me. It'll say, you don't need the medication no more. You're doing good. Look, you're going on 11 months. You can slack off, like especially with no meetings right now. It took me 2 months to get into the online meetings and that, but I now I do it and it's really great, But the medication that I take is it helps me, and it gives me that 0.5 of a second before I react. It's either 0 to 1,000. Now I can say, okay, hold on a second, let my brain process it, and I can react differently to situations.
So it's you have control over that addiction now.
It's there. I don't have 100% control because the thoughts will come up sporadically. It attack me when I'm happy, sad, at any moment. That's why I have to be careful too, because the ego, right? The ego will get in there, and that's what's my downfall before. What's different now too is before every milestone I hit, like 90 days, 6 months, 8 months, 9 months, 10 months, I always thought I needed a reward for it. But this time, it's a part of my life. This is what I'm supposed to do. It's almost like with the meetings being closed and not really for like a celebration at a church or a meeting. It's like, no, this is what you're supposed to do, right? So
right.
It's
the reward, is getting to that point in the first place.
Yes.
Yeah, it took me a minute to get that one too. So now that you've been in recovery for a year, what's some advice you'd give to somebody who's seeking recovery?
You have to truly do it for yourself. When I first went to Brentwood, November 2018, I started going in for myself, and then I was doing it to fix my relationship with my daughter, and that ended horribly. It took me 9 months later to get back into detox and then get back into recovery and do it for myself.
I'm glad you made it this far. Charles, thank you for coming out and talking to me today. I really appreciate hearing your story. You're doing a great job. Keep up the good work. Keep the strength, Ben. It's a lot of work, but you're doing good.
Thank you.
So if you are someone that needs help, don't hesitate to contact Aegis Health Group at 226-946-1000, and they'll take care of you instantly. All right, everyone. See you later.
Thank you.